What it do? What's good, ZSQUAD? It's your boy Z-Meta. We back for another banger. And today, we have another Tom Mcdonald video. So in the last video I posted, I told you guys that I've never heard, honestly, anything of Tom Mcdonald besides that last video, which was This House. And that was the response to this song, which is WhiteBoy. And I was listening to it, and it sounded like he had a lot of aggression on it. Like, he was, like, angry. It sounded like he was, like, really upset. So I'm guessing since This House is the response to WhiteBoy, we gotta see what WhiteBoy is about. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into WhiteBoy. If you didn't see the last video, which is This House, it'll be somewhere right here. So just make sure you go ahead and view that video so you won't be confused, because that video I did first. Even though it was a response, I did that video first, and we're about to come back to the statement, which is WhiteBoy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this video.
I cannot feel guilty for that I didn't do, but
Okay. We just started the song. Already got a feeling where this is about to go.
can understand the reasons why you think that I should. Yeah, I'm white, but I never put your neck in no noose. And I never burnt a cross or hit my face with a hood. You can't just label me racist because I'm related to people who did some terrible way back before I was alive.
Okay. It's not about making you feel bad. It's about making you aware. That boy, you should feel sorry regardless, because it's not your fault, but you derive from them. You see what I'm saying? So it just take that one person, that one white person, whatever, to... I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying we just have to make people aware.
My parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed because of my pretty blue eyes.
If your parents teach you to be equal, to treat everybody equal, then you shouldn't have an issue. It ain't nothing about being fair and treating everybody equally. It's not hard. Why make it harder than what it gotta be? It's not hard. Just show respect. Have respect.
Nazi, white supremacist, anyone who labels me as that because of my family genetics. The hatred for Caucasians is so pathetic. Go be proud that you're black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil, neo-Nazi, cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say the white race as a whole.
Boy, what?
That you're black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil, neo-Nazi, cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say the white race as a whole ain't the enemy. There's racist white people, but we're far from that collectively. White boy.
Boy, what? Oh my God.
Don't say that, white boy. Oh, you so bad, white boy. You wish you were black, white boy. Dear white boy. If a black man is sipping on some cognac sitting next to me, I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy. I don't dislike Tanisha because her first name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a waste of energy. Ivory or ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same. Martin Luther King or Kennedy. They're angry, I'm reciting the...
But that's not the same thing. Martin Luther and JFK are not the same people. Far from. Now, Martin Luther, he was not perfect. Kennedy was not perfect. Obviously. The difference between Martin Luther and Kennedy is Martin Luther wasn't perfect because of things he did in his marital life. JFK wasn't perfect because of things he did politically to gain. Two totally different things.
The facts, he's white and he raps. He stole the culture right from the blacks. Okay, he's fire, but we lit the flame. He's siphoning gas. So this corny little honky man, the whitey is whack. You letting history perpetuate the hatred within, and then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah. White boy, don't say that. so bad, white boy. You wish you were black, white boy. Dear white boy. White boy, white noise. I can't say with my white voice.
I noticed how he had braids in the you could tell he got a powerful, like his mental is very powerful.
I got a mother, a father, a sister, an auntie, an uncle, and a grandma that I picture when you're openly hating. And God willing, one day I'll have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the races. I pray for their extinction. If you want to hate the white people, just make the distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it. I know what you've been thinking. How's a straight white male in 2018? You're making me the I know what you've been thinking. How's a straight white male in 2018? You're making me the villain by demonizing my race for things I didn't do and decisions I didn't make. No one that I call a friend has ever owned a slave, and neither did our dads or our dads' dads. Sakes acknowledging atrocities were wrongly committed is all that I can offer while I'm wrong.
Boy, you in the back, teacher, you was not doing anything. You doing all this. You've been doing that for the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds of this video. You're not helping. You're not helping at all.
Never hate a man for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people.
And that's why I respect him. You could tell that I don't even know if he came from a certain type of background. I just know that he do have in his heart, or not even in his heart necessarily, in his mental, that everybody is equal, and I really do respect that.
You hate,
but I feel like something must have happened to him as far as people looking at him different in his own race.
Your neighbors are lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds,
I told you, he wasn't doing nothing.
They're the people who monopolized the water and oil and injected your communities with drugs that they spoiled. Got no patience for Nazis. I think they're better off dead. They're fighting hatred with hatred, making the hate more intense. I don't want nothing to do with either side of the fence, so don't blindly attack me for wearing braids on my head. Hate the people who believe you put yourselves in the ghetto. Hate the ones who teach their children you ain't because they said so. Hate the ones who think you're all the same and judge you profusely because the way that you're portrayed on our news and in movies. Being white and being racist aren't the same, man, I promise. No, it's hard to tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem, and you owe it to yourselves. We got so much in common.
Okay.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh, you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy. White boy, white noise. I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes. White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh, you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black.
They wasting a whole bunch of paper. They is not giving up. But the whole video, the whole 4 minutes, they've been throwing paper at this man and the teacher. He is not giving up. I swear, they are not giving up, bro. Look at it like this. So let's go to let's keep Tom Mcdonald's side right here on the left side. It's a spectrum, y'all right, my left. Then right here on my right, we have Joyner Lucas when he dropped "I'm Not a Racist." Similar visions. It's just that Tom Mcdonald delivered it from a personal standpoint as far as himself in his body. Not all white people are racist. Let's distinct the ones that are. Then you go to Joyner Lucas' side, and Joyner Lucas is like telling it from each other's perspective about each other's race. How black people feel about white people, how white people feel about black people. Air quotes, you know? That's not every white person that feel that way about black people. It's not every black person that feel that way about white people. But it's just the top of the line stereotypes of what could be expressed was expressed in the Joyner Lucas video. The difference is Tom Mcdonald is actually giving a little bit more education behind it. So that's why I really rock with this video. Yeah, it's controversial. Yeah, the music video is supposed to be controversial. Him himself, he wears braids. People go, you see what I'm saying? So I respect it though. I respect the song. The song was actually good. You know, this ain't my type of rap or hip hop, I would say, or more even just artistry. This ain't my type, but the song was fire. I gotta give it to him. And I don't cap for these reactions. I'm 100% honest with you. It was hard, you know. I just like when people can express themselves without getting out of character. And I really think he was like that. But you already know what the deal is, man. Like I said, last video, This House by Tom Mcdonald. If you haven't seen that, make sure you watch that original video, which is WhiteBoy, and the response is named This House by Tom Mcdonald. So that's gonna be all for today. I love y'all, Z Squad. We out to the next video. If you haven't, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about Tom Mcdonald. Let me know. Like I said, this video was, he surprised me. I've been surprised lately by a lot of these rappers I haven't heard of, or artists I haven't heard of. And these 17 million views, you can understand why. You know, there's probably a couple of people in each race who are mad at the video or the song, but you can't do anything but respect it. But all right, Z Squad, I'm out to the next one. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next one.